Hey guys, cold.brew here. Welcome back to another video for Watcher of Realms. I've just disabled the power of dominance because I'll be showing you my team for 18 for artifact material raid. You do need to have some really solid heroes for this one, but some of them are free to play accessible, meaning you can get them throughout your experience of playing the game. And if you get lucky with some of them, you'll be able to do the fusion for Abomination as an example. If you have the big ones like Salazar, it becomes even easier, okay? So let's get started with the fight. Hopefully I'll be able to complete it. I haven't moved any of my gear since I finished this one. And a big shout out to Fastidious and there was this other guy. I saw it many days ago when I first started. It's basically the same kind of rotation, but Fastidious made a pretty solid video showcasing this exact strategy. I'll show you this one that I've did myself. Only different heroes that I have is basically this extra tank here and the ranged DPS. Everything else should be okay to get. Wrath we all get from just daily logging in. Volca, the same thing. Abomination is a fusion. Deimos is something you have to get lucky. Vortex also. And I saw there was a fusion before I started playing, but I did manage to get her through summons. And you can have Dagna instead, or King Hearts. That gives you a big shield and attributes to your boy here, Olag, which we all get now from the Void Rift, right? So Olag is a perfect tank to equip this legendary artifact. Gives him a big shield. Additional survivability through his shield is what I wanted to say. Okay, big tank, one of the best tanks in the game, I would say. And of course Vortex adds on to that one since he heals up and provides shields to your allies when he doesn't overheal. So that is very big. We also have Screef here, who is going to be our poisoner for some of the duration of the fight to keep us all healthy after Salazar attacks us. And you just basically want this guy with speed. I'll show you guys the gear at the end. Fastidious made a very solid breakdown of the whole thing, so big shout out to him. And you do need a ranged DPS, a ranged fighter for this one. The reason is because you want to be helping out a little bit during the fight. I'll show you guys the fight right now. Hopefully we'll get it done now without the power of dominance. But it's very interesting because you don't go pure DPS. You go with DPS, but you don't go pure DPS. So first things first, you drop in your Abomination here. That helps him start up getting his ultimate going. Then you drop in your Poisoner for a little bit until about the boss goes to about 10%. The reason is you'll get about 2 ultimates off from Screef here. So that's when he applies a big amount of poisons there. And then you can withdraw him and bring in your healer, okay? So next point here is you'll be waiting for Salazar to step on the right tile in order for your fighters who are here in the top position to be able to also be damaging Salazar as well as your bottom fighters. And the way that you can see that very easily without needing to count seconds or guess when Salazar is supposed to do that is like while he's walking right here, I'll put in my Olag and you'll see what I mean is that you grab your Olag, your tank, whoever, and as he's walking through, okay, you'll see the bottom fighter there who's Abomination right now. He'll turn towards the boss. Once he does that, once he does the turn to hit on the boss, you just drop in Olag. So you wait for this, you just wait a little bit, and once he does like a small turn, you'll see him turn to the left of him. Come on, there it is. There's the turn. It means he's gonna be start hitting there. So I have it on a 1x. Now I will be dropping Volca as soon as I can, since she does some solid healing and helps everybody as well. Do additional heals, I believe. And now we are doing some solid damage, and I can just withdraw my Screef. Once I've done that, I'm waiting for 17. I could have waited actually a little bit more. I drop in my healer and put this on a 2x now. And the next one that drops will be I think I'm gonna drop in on the top side so I can help out my Volca a little bit. So a very important thing is that your Abomination and Volca are strong enough to handle these ads that are coming left and right. If you don't have the stats to do that, this is gonna be a really difficult mission. All right, so Volca soon enough will activate her ultimate. She'll be doing way more damage. Let's pop out my range fighter, who you place like this in order for her to be attacking a little bit, helping out Volka. We'll drop in Demos next, so he adds on top of the damage there. Come on. Okay, barely had enough damage there to clear it. There is Demos, and 16 seconds. We're waiting there on the top. I managed to drop in Wrath. Now what I can do is I can drop a shield there and drop in the Poisoner again, and then the next one that I will be dropping will be my tank, who will put next to Volka, since she's not able to handle everything as good. Okay, so we might as well give her the additional support there. So you see that the Poisoner that I have there is so strong, and my Deimos barely survives. That's what happened last time, and it was very close, but you'll see, I think the boss even heals a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. We want the shields from my Olag, so I'm never gonna be using up his ultimate, never gonna be activating it. Ooh, my Lion's about to die. Let's see, can we do this? It's close, getting close here. Top fighter here is carrying. Come on, Deimos. Deimos is doing his DPS. Can we do this again? We are very close to this. I'll drop in Isolde there, just for the final bit. 3%, 2%. Come on, there we go. It was very close, but we managed to get it. And that is Artifact 18. Now that I've done it again for the video, it's actually even a shorter clearance time than before, but I'm gonna be changing things up now that I have Power of Dominance. It's gonna be way easier. So let me show you how it looks with Power of Dominance. It's so much better. It's so much better because of that 30% boost that you get. Did I activate it? I think the multi-battles activated it on itself. Yeah, there it is. The multi-battles do it automatically. So see here how much quicker this will be with Power of Dominance. It's quite insane. There we go. We get him back, and the health just melts, and my allies barely take any damage here with the multi-battle. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Getting extra speed there because of the Wrath Faction Lord bonuses. And I'll show you guys the gear on everybody after this one. But I do want to say that it's not all DPS. You want to be having some health on your heroes, especially Deimos, because he needs to be able to tank the Salazar hit, because you saw how low he dropped there. So imagine if you didn't have the stats that I will be showing, you'd be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, so there we go. That was another run just to show you on how it looks with Power of Dominance. I'll be changing things up to make the run quicker, since I think I won't even need a healer. But let me show you the gear on everybody. Isolde is just there for the faction lord bonus. Then we have Olag. Olag is the tank to have, right? I can't stress how good Guardian is. You gotta have it on your tanks. Damage taken reduced by 15%, and then the stats that I had overall was pretty much basic. HP percent wherever you can, and defense percent on the substats if you can, but the most crucial thing is HP percent on all pieces and the primaries if possible with the Guardian set. So 83k with 5.4k. And then the other stats, I didn't really worry about his attack intervals or anything like that. What is crucial though is his skills to be maxed out. So his shield not only has a higher capacity, but it also has a lower cooldown. So have that in mind. The ultimate, you don't really need to have this skilled up. And the artifact, I would say that this one is very nice. The Rex's Vow reduces damage taken by 10% is just huge. All right, just huge. Can't stress this enough. And let's have a look at Deimos. Deimos here is with overall stats of 9,000 attack and 40,000 health. That is very crucial for him to be surviving. 60% crit, 215 crit damage. That is pretty solid, but what you need is honestly the health. You need the health more than anything. He's of course also maxed out, awakened twice, and with this artifact just a 1 out of 10 on Flawless Blade. That doesn't really affect the run, but it's just an artifact that I had that gives 700 attack, you know. In terms of gear, it's just random sets. The important thing is to have like HP bonus if you can. Somewhere healing effect also helps because you do heal a little bit. But I would say it's crucial to have some HP percent bonuses so that he hits a little bit harder. All right, and I'll be moving out some of this gear and bringing it back to my main damage dealers. But I still think that the artifact rate should be easily doable after that. So that was Deimos. Here's my Wrath. My Wrath, I didn't even attempt to give any health because he's not even fighting over there in the middle of everything. He's just there on the top left. So he's with 100% crit, good crit damage, good attack, there to handle the two stupid ads on the top left that you don't want them to be joining. So he needs to have enough firepower to take them out. And the same thing with your ranged fighter, which you'll be using to help out Volca. So a ranged fighter can be anything that can be placed in a melee slot. So a fighter with ranged abilities like Araka, I think Valkyria, whatever her name is. There's other ranged fighters as well. You can utilize all of them to help you push through. Actually, I even have Valeria, but I didn't even build her for this one. I managed to actually beat 18 without having to worry about using my newly acquired Valeria. It's pretty cool, but I probably build her slowly but surely for Guild Boss. But that will be by next week. So we'll still have some time. So carrying on to the next heroes that I wanted to show you is my Vortex. He's just my healer, 200 speed, basically 30,000 health. He's just there to heal us up for a little bit. What you really want to have is a poisoner, and the uncommon poisoner is very good. Screef here, just a lot of speed, 400 speed. Didn't really try to optimize this at all. I just gave him speed for this specific run so that he gets his ultimate out and his basic attack as soon as possible, right? Because it's a 30% chance to apply the poison. So the ultimate is pretty crucial to guarantee landing poisons, but also the basic is pretty nice. You don't skill these up. He cannot be awakened. There's not much to it. He doesn't get hit, so it's pretty safe. Okay. After that, we have, let's go top to Volca. Volca is pretty crucial because of Scarlet Ferment. Okay, that she gets gain 1 extra stack when killing an enemy. So she becomes stronger and tankier as she's killing those ads. So it's very nice to have her. I do have her a little bit skilled up, but not too much. Her HP recovery is also very nice, helps her a lot to survive the fight. And the same thing I would say for Abomination. She is tanky, but not with level 16 on everything. Just overall health about 48,000 with, look at this, HP bonus on the top side here on the primary, attack bonus on this one, HP bonus on this one. So I wasn't really looking to get her to be with a lot of damage, but she does need a little bit of crit, and she does need about 10,000 attack or so. As you can see there, my overall is 11,000. So she still needs to be hitting, but also to be able to tank a little bit the hits. Abomination is way easier to build up, I would say, because you can give him really strong stats, but he's way easier to build up in terms of tankiness. Didn't give him any HP percent, and he's there at 41,000 health, 42. But his attack, look at that, 19,000 with 94% crit, 265 crit damage. He needs to be able to handle all the ads on his own on the bottom left. So I just gave him really good gear. I basically stripped my Cetram and a little bit my Silas. I stripped my Morrigan, all for beating that final stage. And I think it's going to be very crucial for everybody to beat that. So now that you could farm solely artifact enhancement material for the mythical artifacts, okay? And yeah, the artifacts, these are just a pit of using up these resources. So you better get to 18 as soon as you can, or your gear allows you, or it depends on where you are in progressing through the game. This was the video, guys. Just another stage 18 video showcase of all of my heroes. I don't think I skipped through anybody. I mean, my Regulus was there just basically to soak up a few of the ads until they were taken down by my Araka and my Volca. He wasn't there to do anything really. He is a strong defender, but not for this specific one. And I'll give him back his, I think it was like an HP ring. I'll give it back to him and he should be totally fine. But this was the video. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.